Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been quite a while since I talked to you because the last video I uploaded was at the beginning of last week, and that was like my theme trailer in which I technically didn't really talk to you. So I thought today it would be a good idea to just sit down and catch up a little bit, talk about the new update and the DLC, and also explain what my new island will be, kind of show you some of the progress that we've made already and explain what that theme trailer actually meant, because I don't think you can fully understand what I have planned for the island just by watching that. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing today, and I would say let's start talking about the update. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. As for me, I have been a little bit more quiet on here and also my other social media about the new update, I feel like, because I quite simply have been overwhelmed, and I think that a lot of people feel that way. It's just the amount of stuff that they gave us. This update is everything I asked for and more. I feel like there's like maybe 2 or 3 tiny little quality of life things that I would have loved to see, but apart from that, like, this update and the DLC have really seriously delivered. And honestly, seeing so many people feel the same way and return to the community after, you know, not having played the game for months and stuff like that, it seriously makes me so happy. Like, it's just amazing to see this enthusiasm and this like hype around the game again. And I wanted to take this entire thing slow, just like I did with the basic game at the very start. I didn't time travel or go to treasure islands for months and months until at some point I just kind of decided that it was way more about the decorating part than it was about the gameplay part for me. And I wanted to do the same thing with this update again, because even though I do time travel and I have had some people give me some of the new items, that feeling of going to Nooks every single day to go on a captain tour and get to a vine island with a new DIY, it's just been such an amazing and exciting feeling, and it actually feels like the game just released. And while all of that has been so much fun, I've also been so overwhelmed. I pre-ordered the DLC practically as soon as you could, but I didn't touch it until yesterday, basically like 2 weeks after it came out. Was really the first day that I actually played the DLC. I had visited the Happy Home Paradise Island once before, but then I realized I was really only playing it to unlock the stuff on my own island, so I kind of put it back down again, and then I played it for the first time really yesterday, and it's so much fun. But I just feel like I'm behind. I feel like I'm behind in a game where you cannot be behind, because literally every single person decides their own pace, you know, and what they want to play this game at. And yet, like, my entire, you know, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch feed and timeline, or whatever you want to call it, has been filled with these incredible builds with the new items that I just haven't even seen in the game just yet. Like, I still discover something new every single day, and while that's been incredibly inspiring, and this may sound a little weird, but as a content creator, I felt like I was failing a little bit because I didn't make those builds and I didn't have all those new items, and I was taking everything very slow. So right now, honestly, I'm just trying to remind myself day by day that it's okay to be a little bit slower with everything, to just enjoy the game, enjoy what it feels like right now, you know? Like, I'm trying not to rush it, because even though I never lost that like love for the game and I continuously played it up until the update, the feeling was a different one. And right now it's really, I'm discovering new stuff every day, and it's so much fun. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about that. Have you had similar feelings, or maybe not at all? Let me know down in the comments below. And I would like to say at this point, you know, a little reminder, no matter at what pace you're playing the game, that is absolutely okay. If you're someone who has already done entire builds with new castle items, etc., then that's awesome, and I really hope you're having fun. But if you're someone like me who has maybe decorated like 1 or 2 houses in the DLC, or maybe none at all, or doesn't even have the DLC, then that's fine too, you know? Every pace is a good pace. This is your game, you decide what to do with it. For me, one of the things I have been really invested in is my new island. So to anybody who's new here, I was previously working on a planned core island. By now I've released the DA. I have an entire island tour up. I will link some stuff for you down below, or of course you can just go to my channel and kind of browse through some videos that are already there. And just about a week or 2 before the update, I decided to, you know, finish that island up and then completely restart, because I wanted to keep that DA GTA and just have like a fresh island for the update. And I've been having so much fun, which I think is part of the reason why I haven't played much of the DLC, because I really just have so many ideas and so many things I want to do on that new island that I just kind of tried to push it away for now, because I think that the DLC has potential to suck me in and then just not let me work on my island anymore, you know? I have actually been so invested in my new theme. I kind of came up with the storyline and made an island themed trailer. You may have already seen that one. I uploaded that as a separate video last week. My island is called EQUILIBRIO, but before I dive into any more explanations of what my theme is like, I would say I'll actually just show you the trailer. It's only like a minute long, but it does set the mood and probably explain a few things already. I hope you enjoy, and I'll talk to you right after. Once upon a time, far away in the distance, there was an island said to be a beautiful place to live. But a curse lay upon the land, bringing thunderstorms and earthquakes. No soul ever dared to set foot there. Until one day, a young witch discovered the island and felt the magic coursing through her upon stepping onto the soil. She made it her mission to lift the curse, save the land, and make life here possible again. With all her power, she split the island into 4 parts, forcing them into the different extremes. One known for reawakening flowers and a light atmosphere, one humid with a lively flora and fauna, one known to be for harvesting and warm colors, and one freezing cold and serene. Balance was restored, Equilibrio was born, and a queen witch crowned. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. And also at that point, let me say, if you have commented under that video or given me feedback about the trailer on any other platform, thank you so much for all the positive feedback. It really has made me so happy, because even though it's only a minute long, that took quite a lot of effort. So I really do appreciate all the feedback. And then let me start by explaining a few more things, because obviously the trailer doesn't, you know, give you the best insight into what my plan actually is. So on stream, we tried to put a name on this new theme, and we decided to go with Mystical 4 Seasons. That's what I'll just say anytime someone asks me what the theme of this island is, because it does kind of combine some of the different elements. And also at this point, I would like to mention that this theme was heavily inspired by Odette Crossing, the amazing creator who made the Tinkerbell Island that I toured on my YouTube channel. I will also link that down below for you. Absolutely a must-see island tour, and that was like my major inspiration when I came to the end of my Plancore Island and I tried to think of a different theme, and I kind of was really inspired by all of the fall builds that I saw at the time, and then, you know, winter is coming. And I kind of wanted to create something with winter, but I didn't want to do an entire winter island. And then I had kind of memories of that tour, and then suddenly it was like, yeah, I'm gonna do a 4 Seasons island, of course. But I would not be me if it didn't have like 1,000 different elements on top of it. So let me start by explaining. My idea is to divide these different parts by waterscaping. So there's going to be rivers and then bridges whenever there's like a transition area. And there's going to be spring, summer, fall, and winter, obviously. And there's going to be a 5th part, which is basically the middle. We've already kind of started building that a little bit. I'll show you more about that in a second. But this middle part is going to be more like a witchy part. I've used some of those new like ruin items, and the color scheme for this middle part is more like a monochromatic, like black, white, gray, and then also lots of green, because I'm like a nature witch or sorceress, or I haven't really put a name to it, because to the outside she's more like a queen witch, you know, she's more like more elegant and posh, but to the inside, like her basement and stuff will very much be like witchy vibes, but there's going to be like a lot of nature included as well, and that's going to be like the middle part. It's like a big land bridge leading to her house, and then the areas, like the different seasons, are like around the house. Spring will be like a typical spring core part. Actually, someone on stream said something pretty awesome, which I think is actually quite correct. And they said that this island basically combines a bunch of trends that have existed in the community in the past year, which for spring, you know, is spring core. So there's going to be like yellow and like light green, some pink actually, some blush pink, and lots of whites, of course. Then summer will be more like a tropical jungle core, lots and lots of green, and then very like colorful flowers and all that kind of stuff. And this will also be inspired by ACNH Land. She made this like treehouse village, which I think I might recreate in certain parts. And then fall, I mean, you all know what type of items we've gotten with the 2.0 update. This will be so much fun. There will be tons and tons of farms, and then this like market atmosphere, like a farmer's market or something like that. And then for winter, it'll be like cold, snowy, and frozen. So I don't want to include anything like Christmas, but I really want to make it more that like frozen and like blue and white color scheme. And I hope that I'll be able to transport the different seasons, especially winter, just with the help of codes and like a color palette. Like every season has like a different color palette that I'm trying to follow. And generally, I think this entire island will actually be placed in cherry blossom season, because that way I can have pink trees for spring. But if I plant fruit trees and just shake the fruit off, I can have green trees as well. And then I'll probably be working a lot with the tree standees. A lot of this is still very much in the future and undecided, but I'm really excited to see how it turns out. I do also have like certain villagers planned for each season. So right now my plan for spring is to have Mary and Nate. Summer will have Lyman, Rex, and then probably Faith. In fall I have Hazel. She was my starter on Neverland, and she kind of was with me on the entire journey from the very start, and I really wanted to have her back, so it's going to be Hazel. And then Drift, who is super cute. And then for winter, it'll be Flurry. I mean, obviously, you know, she has to be on this island too. It's fate. And then I will also have Aurora, and I was planning on T-Bone, but right now I have Kurt as a cranky, and I actually really like him. I might keep Kurt, we'll see. So it'll either be T-Bone or Kurt for winter. And then also the different buildings, I kind of thought that, you know, the campsite would make sense in spring. We'll place Nooks in summer because it's more like colorful. Able Sisters has kind of like the fall colors, and then the museum I think will be in winter. Those are like the plans that I have. I'm super excited to plan all this stuff out, to make like the seasonal builds, to use some of the seasonal items and everything. And then one last thing that I thought of was that I actually want to have 4 additional characters on this island, 1 for each season. They'll be kind of like the witch's apprentice, and they will also be, you know, themed for the separate season and kind of styled in that way. And so will their house be, I think I'll keep them all in like small houses and stuff. My head is full of ideas already. I don't quite know yet if I can make any of this stuff into speed builds, because obviously like the winter builds will still be kind of with like green grass and stuff. So I think it might be a little bit awkward, but I'll see what kind of content I can make out of this. And then I would say now I'll show you what we've done so far. I still have to exchange the trees, so just imagine them to be green instead of pink, but let me quickly show you. So this is like the entrance. You're forced to climb up here, and then the code also isn't really final just yet, I don't think. But essentially you can see that this is like a big land bridge. It's missing a bunch of codes and decorations and everything, but you know, the basic landscaping is there. And then you end up here by my house, which probably is going to stay in this customization. So like the black and white, you know, and then that new pond item to the side. I can't tell you how obsessed I am with that item. And then you're also going to be able to climb up here for like a viewpoint, because I think this is going to be the bridge between fall and winter. If I show you my map, that's really the only things I've been working on, is kind of those rivers dividing the island. People on stream have said that this actually kind of looks like a turtle, which I think is actually quite accurate. There's not really much. In summer, I kind of started the landscaping a little bit, but I do think it's going to change. Then in between spring and winter over here, I've only started the river, but it's not done just yet. And yeah, you can see this river like up ahead. There's nothing really too special about this. And then the same kind of goes for this one here between summer and fall. It's up a tier because I think this might be kind of a nice viewpoint for the fall section. And the only thing I've done so far is place this bridge and this incline right here. And as you can see, there's like no decorations around whatsoever. The only other thing worth mentioning is that from the entrance to both sides, you also have like a bridge. So this one leads to the summer section, and then the one over on the right-hand side leads to the spring section. And then I've already kind of found a few codes. I have updated my card, so if you're interested in any of the codes that I'll be using on this island, make sure to check it out. But I probably will change it a bunch over time as we kind of find the more final versions of our codes. But yeah, this is pretty much what we have so far here on Equilibrio. And there you have it. Once again, let me know all your thoughts about the update, the DLC, my new theme, anything Animal Crossing down in the comments below. I really would love to hear from you. If you don't want to miss any content about this island in the future or any other Animal Crossing stuff, make sure you subscribe to my channel and also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And then I really hope that I see you in my next video, and until then, have an awesome, awesome time. Bye everyone!